confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County in the last 24 hours is 843 with 28 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 25 additional cases were reported with no new deaths. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's Wednesday, the first day of December. California now has a confirmed case of the Omicron variant. The state and San Francisco Departments of Public Health shared the news today and say California is continuing to monitor the variant's presence and progress through the state's robust whole genome sequencing surveillance. This new strain is also reported in more than 20 countries. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working towards requiring all air travelers coming to the U.S. to be tested for COVID-19 within a day before boarding their flights. The agency is also expanding surveillance at 4 major airports across the country to keep a better eye out for the new strain. The international airports in Atlanta, New York, Newark, and San Francisco will be closely monitoring travelers. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says they're expanding surveillance with a testing service called Express Check at the terminals and noted that these are 4 of the busiest international airports in the country. Express Check is actually an expansion of a biosurveillance program that first launched in September. Testing was provided for travelers arriving from India at John F. Kennedy Airport, Newark, and San Francisco. The Biden administration imposed new travel restrictions from 8 southern African countries, including South Africa, but Delta Airlines says it plans to continue its flights to and from that region and its headquarters of Atlanta. United Airlines also does not plan to scale back service between South Africa and New Jersey. In fact, it's restarting a route to Cape Town next week as previously planned, in addition to resuming its route to and from Johannesburg. Teens ages 16 and 17 are a step closer to getting a COVID-19 booster shot. Pfizer submitted a request to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to expand the emergency use authorization of a booster dose of its vaccine to include that age group. Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla hopes their booster shot can provide strong protection for as many people as possible, especially in light of the new variant. If approved, this would be the first time that Americans under the age of 18 would become eligible for a COVID-19 booster shot. In October, Pfizer and BioNTech announced the results of a randomized study of 10,000 people ages 16 and up that showed a booster dose restored vaccine protection against COVID-19 to the high levels achieved after the second dose. Lebron James missed his game with the Lakers last night and has been placed in the NBA's health and safety protocols. Such a move means he could have either tested positive for COVID-19 or had an inconclusive result. James is expected to miss multiple games. If he tested positive for the virus, he would likely be looking at a minimum of 10 days away from the Lakers unless he returns 2 negative PCR tests during a 24-hour span. The Lakers learned of his situation yesterday morning before the team's game against the Sacramento Kings. They arranged for him to return to LA from the state capital and did not say if he was exhibiting any symptoms. James is the 17th player known to have entered the league's health and safety protocols since the beginning of the regular season. He confirmed in September that he was vaccinated. Well, a Texas man got sentenced to 9 years in prison after illegally taking advantage of COVID-19 relief money available to struggling businesses. Houston businessman Lee Price III falsified information and got his hands on more than $1.6 million in Paycheck Protection Program loans. These loans are guaranteed by the Small Business Administration under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or CARES Act. With the money, the 30-year-old went on a shopping spree, purchasing a Lamborghini, a Ford F-350 truck, and a Rolex watch. He also paid off a loan on a residential property and spent thousands of dollars at strip clubs and other Houston nightclubs. The U.S. Attorney's Office says he originally asked for even more money, over $2.6 million. Investigators say he submitted fraudulent PPP applications to banks and other lenders on behalf of 3 businesses, saying each company had multiple employees and significant payroll expenses. He even included the name of a person who died shortly before the application was submitted. Price pleaded guilty to wire fraud and money laundering charges. 2021 has been a challenging year for many families, and the LA County's Department of Public Social Services needs generous donors to help out. For more than 30 years, DPSS has hosted its Adopt a Family program. Community members can become a sponsor for a family by providing them with a gift. The deadline to sponsor a family is Friday, December 10th. Sponsors are matched with a family and provided with their contact information along with their wish list. In 2020, more than 1,600 generous sponsors provided more than 2,200 low-income families with gifts during the holiday season. To learn more, go to dpss.lacounty.gov. A no-burn alert was issued for today. The South Coast Air Quality Management District extended the residential alert through the end of tomorrow. Officials remind residents that burning wood in their fireplaces or any indoor or outdoor wood-burning device is prohibited during this time. The no-burn rule prohibits burning wood as well as manufactured fire logs such as those made from wax or paper. South Coast AQMD asked Southern Californians to do their part to help keep the air clean by not burning wood during the ban period. No burn days are mandatory in order to protect public health when fine particulate air pollution in the region is forecast to be high. Smoke from wood burning can cause health problems, and particles in the wood smoke can get deep into the lungs and cause respiratory issues, including asthma attacks. Residents can learn more and sign up to get alerts on future no-burn days at airalerts.org. If you want to see snow in LA this month, you have many chances to do so. 40 tons of snow will be distributed to 33 LA County parks in the coming days. The county's Department of Parks and Recreation announced that its Parks After Dark program will take place on Fridays and Saturdays starting December 3rd through the 18th. The Snow Day events will include free activities including holiday crafts, a sled hill, a snow play area, and visits with Santa. There will also be holiday stockings filled with goodies for children, along with a hot cocoa station, food giveaways, and much more. Registration is not required. For more information and to see a list of participating parks, go to parks.lacounty.gov/PAD. El Camino College is hosting a winter vaccination festival tomorrow. Its Student Health Center and the Associated Students Organization teamed up to provide a fun and supportive way to get as many students and teachers in compliance with the college's vaccination mandate, as winter courses are set to begin on campus on Monday, January 3rd of 2022. The festival will have all three vaccines, Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, as well as boosters available. Students and employees can also enter for a chance to win prizes. This event is open to the public as well, so any qualified individual who wants to get vaccinated or receive a booster shot in time for holiday family visits or travels can do so. The festival takes place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Student Services Plaza. Participants are asked to check in at the west side of the Student Services building. Students and their families must wear a mask while on campus and complete El Camino's entry screening protocols when they arrive. Go to elcamino.edu for more information. Well, every other week we share a Wellness Wednesday story to help you stay on top of this pandemic, both emotionally and physically. I recently paid a visit to Fire Station 5 and met its newest member. This is Albert, a standard poodle who has been trained as a therapy dog. Firefighters risk their lives for people they've never met. During a 24-hour shift, they can get exposed to all sorts of traumatic events, from fires they can't control to patients they can't save. And although these individuals are incredibly strong, sometimes they too need to relax and decompress from their stressful experiences. And 2-year-old Albert is ready to help them. He is hypoallergenic, calm, and really friendly. I'm told he is a cuddler, not a fighter, and the firefighters I met say they really appreciate having him with them.
He's a peer support animal, so anytime we have some sort of critical incident or we need some stress, debriefing, anything like that, he'll be deployed to comfort our members and ensure that we are maintaining our mental health, as studies find that it's actually become a lead cause of bad outcomes for firefighters and paramedics. he's here for us, and I believe that depending on what the incident is, I think his role is flexible. So if he gets called to an incident, he can benefit a family member. I think he'll clue into anyone that's really in that stressful incident.
According to the Alliance for Therapy Dogs, these special animals like Albert make the perfect firehouse dog because they can provide consolation and support to multiple individuals, especially after a difficult day. Research by UCLA Health confirms that interaction with therapy dogs provides both mental and physical health benefits. Therapy dogs even visited firefighters battling the Caldor fire earlier this year and provided them with much needed comfort during some really trying times. And the American Journal of Critical Care found that just 12 minutes with a therapy dog provided greater neurological and psychosocial movements in heart patients than a 12-minute visit with a human volunteer. The Alliance for Therapy Dogs says fire departments across the country are either welcoming therapy dogs to their scenes or, like Torrance Fire, adopting them as full-time companions at the station. Welcome to Torrance, Albert, and thank you for helping our firefighters with your calming presence. Beginning December 1st, the City of Torrance will shift gears on what information is shared with the public by text, email, and social media, and whether or not it is call to action. As COVID-19 numbers continue to decline in Los Angeles County, COVID-related information and notifications, along with information regarding air quality advisories or flaring events, will be shared by email, social media, and the Everbridge app. Torrance Alerts will continue to share information about traffic collisions, police and fire activities, public safety, shelter in place in limited geographical areas, or a concern at the refinery. A call to action will alert those who opt in by text, email, social media, and the app. And if there is a major disaster such as a fire or an explosion, notifications will be sent on all platforms. Residents can download the Everbridge app on Google Play and Apple Store and choose specific settings and how to receive information. Users can also override silent phone settings for priority notifications and update subscription preferences. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. The youth sports section of the city's Recreation Services Division received an award for finding innovative ways to keep playing sports safely during COVID-19. The National Alliance for Youth Sports awarded the Excellence in Youth Sports Award to the city in October. The organization recognized the hard work of our city staff members who created a co-ed outdoor basketball skills clinic for children in grades K-8 at Wilson Park earlier this year. The program was designed to keep participants, staff, coaches, and spectators outside in a safe environment. The clinic was very successful, with each grade filling to capacity, leading the city to offer additional clinics. Congratulations to the city's Recreation Services team. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, a photo or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. We'll see you back here tomorrow as Bella Shaw brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.